people who are struggling with confidence, people who are not showing up as their authentic selves, people who are struggling to navigate and understand the journey of creating identity, who want to learn about how to allow a new version of themselves to emerge. Keep watching this video. It's a really short video, and I'm going to cover how we can allow our identity to emerge, to change, to evolve with us as we grow through inner child and reparenting work, and why a flexible approach actually leads us to the freedom and the peace that we crave. If you enjoy this content and need a little bit of a confidence boost, send me a message and I'll send you my it's a free audio experience that you can try at home, connecting with your adult power. And it's a great exercise to just bring you into your energy and accept yourself as you are in the moment now. Hello, I am Terry Lee Shield. I'm host at Love School. I use my 12 years of personal experience and research to support natural holistic recovery. And I do that through sharing life design tools and shadow work skills. And in these videos, I provide insights into the foundational understanding of inner child and reparenting shadow work. So keep watching to learn how to allow flexibility into our self-identity. The reality of life is that our identity, or some aspects of our identity, is not fixed. Some things change as we do. Our identity is just simply our identifiable features. What makes us different from each other is how, in a crowd of humanity, we are individuals. And it can also be how we express in the world. So we can have aspects of our identity placed upon us, and we have aspects of our identity that we express out to others in order to know who we are as individuals. And part of that, even the aspects that we think might be fixed, they change as we do. For example, boys grow into men. We might be at some point we're young, and then at other points, hopefully, we get to live a long life and we become elderly and we become old. The student transitions to the master. The child becomes an adult. These are transitions in our identity that move as we do. And part of the process of allowing the change to happen when we're doing any sort of internal work, self-improvement work, spiritual expansion, healing work, whatever it is, we're changing. We're changing this idea of who we are. And it's very helpful often to become clear about what is fixed, what we cannot change, and what is mutable, what can and does change, and also what is an identity that is part of our identity that's placed upon me, that others will see and view me as, and what's part of my identity that I can express outwards, that I can show people about myself. And knowing these key parts and understandings of our identity can help us construct and then reconstruct our identity to suit the phase of growth that we're at. So consider how, like, a country has an identity, right? I live in England. I live in England and the UK. England has its own sense of identity. Some of that is projected onto us by other cultures. Some of that is foundational from what it's like for this country to be where it is in the world. So, for example, the weather, which we'd love to talk about over here. And consider how the weather it's a fixed form of the identity of the country, but it's mutable. It changes. It changes through the seasons. It changes through the seasons because of cycles of death and rebirth. So the ideas that people have about the weather in the UK being changeable might be fixed, but the actual change of the weather is mutable. And when we open our mind into exploring and often releasing or relaxing those ideas about ourselves that we thought were fixed, this is what can help us to change and to re-identify and show up more as our authentic selves. And that can change too, because what's authentic and what feels aligned and what feels true and honest for us in one, on one day in one situation might be different in another. But actually, some things are the same throughout, whichever situation we're in. The general age I am, my sex, my gender doesn't change depending on the room I'm in or the people I'm with. In most circumstances, in some circumstances, it might. And that's why it's important to understand and then allow that flexibility to be accepted in your life as part of you and part of your identity. Our inner child is the embodiment of childhood energy, and childhood energy is all about growth, it's about exploration, it's about learning. And establishing that as a truth when we're looking at our identity really helps the process itself. The reparenting part is the mature part that holds boundaries, that accepts reality as it is, that can see things more objectively and decide what is safe for us and what is not, what's appropriate in certain situations and what is not. And it's the dance, it's the relationship between those parts of ourselves that allow us to construct an identity that works for us. So we use the nurturing role of the mother to encourage exploration, to nurture growth, and we use the protective role of the father to set limits, to set clear boundaries, and to operate within them so that we can have both structure in our life and a flow. We can have structure in our identity as we explore it, and we can have flow so we can explore it. Once we get used to having these boundaries and understanding how identity works in ourselves, we can then apply that same knowledge and wisdom and understanding for others. And it actually allows us to become very often more tolerant, compassionate, empathic, helps us to build more honest, intimate connections with people, and then gives us the true value of this inner child, this shadow work, this reparenting process that we're going through. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's really helped you to understand how your identity and your growth can change as you do this work. And if you would like to experience the audio session of stepping into your adult power, send me a message and I will get that over to you. Thank you very much for watching these videos and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.